So this is our course where we will be doing JavaScript basics first, and then we will learn about the Cypress part. Okay. So as of now, we are understanding the importance of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I'm repeating it. HTML, you should learn it from, let's say, W3 schools. Okay. W3 schools HTML. There are HTML tutorial. Finish it. Like at least spend 15 to 20 hours into that. 15 to 20 hours. You can do it 1 hour every day or 2 hour every day, or maybe in one weekend you can spend good amount of time to learn these things, right? Or 2 weekends it will take around, right? It's up to you how you do it. CSS, again, spend at least 5 to 10 hours into CSS, learning the CSS, and do all the things practically. Okay, when you're learning it, learn it practically. And we are doing practice in VS Code. So this is our day 3. And we are learning JavaScript part now, right? We have one assignment. So yesterday we were doing this thing that, let's say, enter your name and then enter age, enter city. And once user will click on the submit, it will say, welcome that user, right? So I will just show you again what we did yesterday. It's a simple HTML code, right? This was, right, practical2.html. I believe we did this thing, and when we ran it, we right click here and we said open in default browser. And if I will say enter your name, so if I say testology, and if I click on the submit, it is showing me the alert also. We have written the code, and then it will say welcome user testology. So whatever name you will give, it will give it. So for example, if I say Nitesh, if I click on the submit, it will say welcome user Nitesh. Good one. So we learned about how to capture, how to get the value from any text box. Okay. And we learned about the functions, on click function. When you click here, something is happening. Let's extend this. Let's extend this particular website a bit. So let's assume that there is an ATM functionality here now, ATM. So it should be able to show you ATM at the middle. And here, there should be some text box. Let's say the first text box should say, the first text box should display current balance. Okay. And second text box should display how much amount you want to withdraw. And here some message should come. So here the message. Okay. So message will be, I'll give you some example also. Okay. So here it should show you current balance. Current balance. Okay. And this should show you. So it's a like ATM, right? In the ATM, what you do is you put the withdraw amount, right? Withdraw amount, and there should be a button, right? So here will be again a button. Okay. So this will be like get money. Get money. This is a button. On click of it, the message will come. The message will be withdraw successful. If it is successful, and your new balance is now something like that, right? So example is, let's say your current balance is, by default the current balance is 10,000 USD or 10,000 rupees. And if somebody will say that I want to withdraw 3,000 rupees, so what, once you click on the get money, it should say your withdrawal is successful and your new balance is now 7,000, correct? Because you had 10,000 in your account, now 3,000 you are withdrawing, so it should say 7,000. And there will be other case also. The opposite case is, let's say you have, let's say 10,000 here, but you want to withdraw 10,500. Okay. So then in that case, once you click on the get money, the message should be withdrawal unsuccessful. So it will say unsuccessful attempt, and the message should be like um, you cannot withdraw, or insufficient balance. It's very simple. Insufficient balance. Simple one. Because you have balance 10,000, but you want to withdraw 10,500 or greater than 10. So programmatically, you have to handle all these things, right? So let's do it freshly, right? We want to develop this ATM code now, right? Okay. So I'll share all the program. Don't worry. Concentrate on what we are doing as of now, right? So you want to get this code, right? Don't worry. Don't worry. Um, let's concentrate as of now on the ATM part. Let's create that part first. Okay. So do it with me. Whatever programming we are doing, do it with me. So for the new people, what they should do is create a folder. Create a folder. I created a folder in my document. I have said JS practice. Make a folder, JS practice, or any name you can give. I have given JavaScript practice 2023, something like that, but you can give any folder name. Do it right now. Okay. And in the Visual Studio Code, so you have to install VS Code. If you don't have, install it. Okay. But if it is taking time at your end, you can use Notepad as of now. So I'm saying VS Code. Search in Google VS Code and install that. But if you have not done it, no worries. You can do that in Notepad also. Simple Notepad or Notepad++. You can write your code there also. Okay. We are going to write fresh code. Don't worry. So if I click here, I can say 04 practice ATM, okay, .html. Yeah. So I have this. Now in VS Code, there is a shortcut. If you write exclamation mark, it will give you the sample code for HTML. Okay. So title is ATM project. ATM project. Okay. So I'm giving some title, right? In the head, in the HTML document, generally it's like HTML starting, HTML ending. There is a head part, which is generally not, too much useful. There is no programming here. It's like metadata about your website. Okay. So if I simply open this, there will be nothing in the content, right? So if I do a right click and say open in default browser, see here, nothing is happening. It's a very plain website. And see here, ATM project is the title. Correct? So nothing has happened till now. We have to write the code. Now, first requirement. So this is our requirement, right? And we are working as a UI developer as of now, right? The reason is why we are developing a website is the better you are into the UI development, you will become a better test engineer because you will be knowing in advance how UI is developed. So you will be better to find the elements, right? So let's do it. Let's do it. ATM. So first requirement is ATM should come in the middle, correct? So there is a tag called H1, like a header, right? So I will say ATM. Yeah. So will it shown? I don't know. Let's see that. If I'll refresh this, it's showing me ATM, but I don't want here. I want in the middle, right? I want that in the middle, not at the left side. So by default, the content starts at the left side. I want that in the middle. Fine. How to do that? So I'm giving you this. If um you are working in Notepad, I'm giving you this in chat window, the whole code. Now you have to open your Notepad or Notepad++, paste this and save it as, some practice atm.html, that file, and you can open that in browser. And you have to do all this practical with me. Okay, done, everyone, at least till this point. But this ATM is not coming at the center. So is there anything like align? I believe there is something called align. I remember align is equals to center. If you will write, it should work. I'm like old school HTML there. I saw something like this, but refresh it. Yes, it's coming. See here. If I did center, it's coming at center. If what happened? It has opened here. If I'll make it right, so it will come at right side, I think. If I save this and refresh it, see here, it's coming at the right side. Let's make it center again. CENTR. Great. One task is done. Next point. We want to create current balance, and it should show you current balance. Okay, that's fine. So what we will say is, let's change the line. To change the line, you should use /br. Okay, /br. Let me copy this 2 times. I want to change the line, and then I will say current balance. And then you want to show you one text box, right? So input type is equals to, sorry, text, right? This creates a text box, but nobody should be able to edit it, right? See, current balance, we cannot edit. It should get edited when you click on the get money, right? So for example, if 10,000 is the current balance and somebody is withdrawing 3,000, when you click on the get money, now it should become 7,000, right? It's very simple, simple mathematics. So how to make it disabled, and how to put the default value? What I remember is, I think you can say value is equals to 10,000. Let's say, let me put it like something like this as of now, and let me see if it is working. Refresh. Yes, it's showing me. But the problem is it's editable. So I want to make it non-editable, right? So let's search in Google. How to make input text box non-editable. I think there is a read only. Yes. So there is something called read only. So you have to make it read only. So I can say here read only. See, as of now, it's editable. So if I show you this one, I'm able to edit it, right? Earlier it was 10,000, but I'm able to edit it. Now I'm saying that it should be read only. Just you have to write read only. Save it and let's refresh that page. Now it is 10,000 and I am not able to edit it. Okay, try it at your end also. Okay, input type is equals to text, value is equals to some value 10K, let's say, and read only. Done. So this part is done. It should show current balance and then withdraw amount. Okay, so there should be another text box. I'm copying this. And then after the line break, we want withdraw amount. And then we will again say input type is equals to text. So somebody will put the withdrawal amount right here. Great. And then again line break, and then we want a button. All right, so the button will be simple. So it's like button start, button close. Great, fine. But what should be there in button? Get money. So get money. So, look and feel part is done, like, but the functionality we have to write it properly. So here, current balance, withdrawal amount. So if I put it, let's say 4,500. If I click on the get money, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. It's just for the display. We have created all these things. Now we have to write something. So take your time, guys. You guys are done till now. What we have written is this only, right? I'm giving you this code also, but you guys should write on your own. Then you will make an habit to write the code, right? So I'm giving you this code, which you have to put inside the body. Yeah, somebody's asking, we can use BR without the end tag. Yes. So it's like you are putting slash BR means you are started and you are ending also at the same time. It's like this. Okay. Fine. Now, what should, so again, there is a message, right? That the assignment is like this. There should be a message. So let's create label message. Okay. So there is label, and give it one identifier. So ID is equals to final message. Some name you can give, final message. And as of now, it should say, hey user. That's it. Okay. If I save this, let's see what it is showing you. Refresh it. See here, it's saying hey user. Okay. But nothing is happening as of now when you click on the get money. So you have to write the script. So button here on click. We want to perform something. We want to perform transaction. Do transaction. We are giving this function name. You can give any name. Okay. Do transaction. Okay. On click, do this. But you have to then define this function. Right. So let's write the script. So script will start with script tag and it will end with this. Now we are writing the script and we will write some function. So what is that function? Function is function. Just a minute. Wait. Function do transaction this, and we want to perform something. What we will do is it's a simple mathematics, right? So let's write it here. The thing is, you have to get a variable, right? So there should be a let current balance is equals to, you have to get it from here. Basically, this current balance is 10,000, right? We have by default set it, but you should get this value from this text box, right? So we are writing the algorithm now, how we will do it. So let current balance is equals to get value from the text box, correct? From that text box, you have to get the value. Okay. Then Then what we have to do is now you have to calculate the new current balance. So new current balance is equals to current balance minus so let's declare it like new current balance. New current balance is equals to the existing current balance minus withdrawal amount. Withdrawal amount, right? So how you will get this withdrawal amount? Basically, this withdrawal amount will come from another text box, this text box, right? So let's give it a name, right? So that text box is basically text box is equals to WA. Let's give it a name, WA. Let's give it a name in the code also. So what you have to do is current balance, let's give it an ID. So ID is CB, current balance. Okay. CB. And the withdrawal amount, let's give it an ID. ID is equals to WA. Okay. Why we are giving this identification to them? Because we want to identify this, right, through some attributes. So these are called attributes, right? One of the attribute is ID. So ID is CB. I'm giving a name. Here the ID is withdrawal amount. So what we have to do basically from the WA, current balance will come from CA, CB, current balance minus withdrawal amount. So new current balance will be there. Now what you have to do is then there will be like if else part, right? Or if else can come here also. So next thing is I'll tell you exactly what it is. Let withdrawal amount is equals to, it will come from this, right? So let's take that in a variable. Then we'll check if withdrawal amount is greater than the current balance, then there will be error message, correct? Then we have to show error message, show error message about insufficient balance, correct? Else do this mathematics, correct? And then if else is this, then a proper error message. So show proper new balance details. This is like this. ATM works like this, right? If you put the withdrawal amount greater than the current balance, it will show you that insufficient balance. If your withdrawal amount is less than the current balance, then it will calculate the new current balance will be current balance minus withdrawal amount. Correct. And then it will show a proper message that now you have this much balance left. Fine. Going back. How to do that? So you have to get some variable first, right? So in JavaScript, you can use let W amount, let C amount. Current balance is C amount, let's say. Current balance is C amount is equals to document dot get element by ID. What is that ID? We want to get it through CB. Right? So in the single quote, I think CB will come and dot value basically. Dot. No. Okay. Get element by ID dot text. Inner text. No, we did it yesterday, right? Let me check yesterday's code. We got that value from the text box, correct? I'm just checking. So we have entered your name, and once we clicked on the button, get user, what we did? Dot value. So this one is fine. Dot value should work. I'm going back to my code now. So it should be how we written. Yeah, in the double quote it is, not single quote. Here it is double quote dot. Though it's not showing you, you have to write dot value. Right? Let's see whether it is able to capture it or not. So I will do console dot log. It's like printing it, whether it is working fine or not. So C amount. Okay. Let's do that. So that we will be able to see it's working fine or not. So I'll go here and refresh this. 10,000 is there. If I click on the get money, I'll inspect it. Yeah, 10,000. It is able to print that value in the console. So you have to go to the console. It's able to do that when I clicked here. If I click here, see here it's printing 10,000. So the code is console.log. Fine. I'm able to get it in C amount. Now another variable. Let W amount, which is like withdrawal amount, is equals to same code. This one. So we are now putting it in a proper syntax. Right? And don't worry about this programming part. We are going to do this JavaScript again, but this is like very much understandable what we are doing. It's simple mathematics. So document means the HTML document. Find the element. Get element by ID means finding in the HTML document where is the IDs. So it should be WA, right? Because the text box ID is WA dot value. Now we have W amount also, correct? And now if else part will come. If this W amount is greater than C amount, then we have to show a message, right? So what we have to do here? So let's put as of now the alert. So alert is, then we will put a message also. Alert is insufficient balance. Let's run this first, whether it is working fine or not. So if I right click here and say open in default browser, now if I'll say 14,000 rupees, correct, and I'll say get money, it's saying insufficient balance, correct? But if I make it 9,000 and if I click get money, oh, still it's saying insufficient balance. Bad code. Let me try again. So 10,000, but now I want to withdraw only 2,000. If I say, I know why it is happening. The reason is these values are by default string. Okay, the values are string characters. You have to change it to numerical value. You have to change it to numerical value. Okay, so let's Google it again. Google how to convert text to int in JavaScript. String to an integer. I think %. % in Java also it's %. In JavaScript also it's %. Okay. So I'm copying this. It should work. %. As of now, I'm using %. There are a lot of other ways also. So here, basically, you should put it like this. % in the bracket. So I'll say %, and in the bracket, we will say document.get element and all, right? In the same way, this is also our integer value, right? Because it's a numerical value, so you have to get it as an integer. It's like this by default. Otherwise, it will consider as a text characters. Okay. Now I'm saving this. Let's run this again. Open in default browser. Now, if I'll put 9,000, get money, nothing is happening. See here, because we have not written any code for that. But if I make it, let's say 12,000, then only it will say insufficient balance. Perfect. Great. So till this point we are done. So what we are able to do is we are just able to show this message. In a label, we will put it in the second half.